Oh, watch cord.
Sits out there.
Yeah, no, Ross had it. They never looked at it once.
Somebody doesn't have their ticket though.
They don't. I don't.
No, you guys don't. Somebody else doesn't either. Oh, Ben's there. You just staying here? Just like in here. Okay. Doing your own thing. That's
But
fine.
first, we're gonna go buy some t-shirts.
Okay. Where do you have to take, Coach?
I'll take right there.
Okay, everybody? Ross? Prasher? Okay, Ralph? Girls, I don't have to say too much. I know we've been in this game before. We've been in this position before. We've had the opportunity to reflect back on 2 years ago what it was like to prepare for this basketball game, not just last year. And you have to be focused, and you have to realize that one win doesn't mean anything. All it means is it gets you another night on the field house floor. And you got to take the floor the same way you took it the first night if you came out on top, because you have to be focused. You can't look by anybody. You can't rely on what defensive effort you put on the floor last night or how well you ran your offense. All you can do is use that to continue when you take the floor tonight. So when you get out there and it's warm-up time, then get focused on it. Defensively, we're going to start out in our 24, and we know what they do. They like to go to, if they can, whenever they can, they like to go to 23 side, and I don't know if this was 33 or who it was. They like to make that inbounds pass. She'll come down here, and then this guard is just going to flash to the side. And they'll do that on either side. And that's basically what it is. And once they get the ball in, these people will just clear out. So what we want to do, especially when we're in the 44, is we want to force this girl to go down as far as we can into the corner, so when the pass is made there, Karen or Katrina or whoever's there can come over and set the trap. Now if these kids clear, we've got to be honest and clear with them. In other words, this girl's got to come back with her, this girl's got to play the middle. The one in this particular spot, as long as we send our post deep, can look to gamble. So if it's Julie or if it's Steph or Heidi or whoever it might be, you can play the middle a little bit more and try to anticipate or try to pick up whatever pattern they do. I did not see them reverse the ball very often the other time. They just like to get it and go. If we have trouble with this, we'll overplay this girl and make her go the other way. Make them put the ball in the hands of number 11 and then put it on her. Because she's not nearly the ball handler that 23 is. So if we're all playing tough, we're on the ball here, don't get beat deep. So you got to be smart. Just try to push them down. Heidi, especially you. She's probably going to start to cheat a little bit to this side, anticipating the pass going there. So you just go right with it. Okay. Then we'll recover to a man. If we go 44 or 53, we're still going to recover to a man. Make sure if we're 53 that we keep the ball in front of us. So we'll allow that pass. That's no biggie. But what we have to do is we've got to take this away. Julie, you're playing that middle. Where's Julie? You've got to take this pass away then. So if you got the 3 there, you here and Steph deep, right? You've got to anticipate going to this area with 23. Make them reverse the ball back. And Steph, you got to make sure nobody gets behind you. Go 53. If we go 41, we'd recover to a 2-3 zone, but we still have to put pressure out on the shooters. We can't just let them load it up out there and shoot the basketball. On our man, though, we're going to have Heidi stay, just like we did against Bisky, just like we did against Barnhart, same kind of defense. You just shadow them, go where they go. They go. The only thing difference is you have to get up on the 3-point line, because they will take that shot. Now, that's going to open it up a little bit, so we got to sag off a little and help seal on 23. She's not very often going to pass the ball if she puts the ball on the floor, because she likes to just go and shoot it. So if the ball's on the floor, you can go ahead and help seal. Julie, you got to jump out on number 11, though. Where'd you go now? Where'd you go? Oh, over there. Okay. You got to jump out on 11, though, if the pass goes back to her. 43, we don't have to worry about as much. Her best move is probably just the bull move. Get it down and just try to run you over. So make sure you're playing it with your feet. Post kids, again, if 23 comes through, you should be able to help seal and recover quick enough. Because chances are she's not going to look to pass the basketball. The important part is after she takes the shot is that you get out there and get some rebound position, get your bodies on it. Don't give a second opportunity. Remember, a three-point shot's going to come out long on the rebound, so you got to block out. We're going to man out of bounds. We know what they like to do, so take that away from them. Put good ball pressure all the time on whoever has the basketball. Remember, touch the ball. Get in position where you can touch the basketball. Good defensive position, down low, get out there and just take away their offense. We're going to front in the post, especially 55. JP will be on the help side. If 33 goes up, we still want you on the help side if they're looking into the post. We're going to make her show us that she can shoot from there before we change our help side. And Steph, same thing with you. You can be on the help side as well. Heidi, you're just going to have to anticipate. If you can see it, stay on her, and the ball goes into the post, you can get there fine. If you're going to be late, don't create a foul by going in on top of her. We'll look to run and try to get the ball to Karen if we can on the block, just to make that 55 run the floor all the time. Don't let her rest. So if we've got a break, we'll get it down the sideline. Karen, you get to the block and see if we can't get it to you. If you get tired, let us know. Bring Tree in, let her go to the block. Okay? If it's not there, just like last night, get it outside, run our offense. You saw in the tape, boy, that zone, if they play us in the zone, a lot of seams there, and you can look to penetrate. If the post kids come out, you might have the dump pass in or the bounce pass as long as you get through the defense to our post kids. So post kids, remember, have your hands ready, anticipate a pass if our kids penetrate. We're going to start out in a high motion, whether they're in a man or a zone. Be patient with it and hit the boards. Lots of times when teams play a zone, they have a tendency just to watch the shot, turn. They don't look to get a body on anybody. That's where you have to find the rebounding lane and get in there. Julie back, okay, on our offense. Unless Julie's in the corner and she takes the shot, then the ball side guard has to make sure that they get back. Because Heidi's going to be going in on the board, so we got to make sure we get back on that. Unless Heidi's the ball side guard, then she won't. She'll be the one to get back. Know what offense we're in. So if they go to a 1-3-1 and our high motion isn't working, we go to a 2-guard. Make sure you communicate that. Julie, make sure everybody's set before you start the offense. Just bring it out. Get everybody in their spots and then run it from there. Same if we go to our regular zone attack. 1-4 press attack, hustle to the spots, look to the middle, don't force to the middle, have a trailing guard. We handled the press, I thought, very, very well last night, with the exception that early on in the game. Late in the game, it never bothered us at all because everybody went to their spots. Everybody made good decisions, and they didn't force any passes. Okay, just to review who you have. Julie, you're going to have 11. She likes to go to her right. Heidi, you're on 23. You're on her all the time. Karen, you've got 55. She likes the one dribble or no dribble. She's not going to do much from the high post down low, especially on you because of your quickness. 33 plays inside, not a real offensive threat. And if they sub, usually it's 41 or 35, and Coach, they weren't that offensive minded either, were they?
No.
35 did launch that, I think, three-pointer, but
She came in for 43.
yeah. 41, they didn't do much with her. Let's see. On their man attack, they will pass and pick away. Remember, the guards will flash into the lane, so we got to beat them to those spots. Don't foul, just get out there in good position. .43 sometimes will play post, depending on who they have in there. So if that happens, you will switch with who the new kid was if they leave 43 in. So if your girl stays, they send a post out and bring another guard in. 43 goes down, you'll switch with either Karen, JP, Katrina, whoever it might be. You'll take the new kid and they'll take 43 if she posts up. Now you might not be able to do that the first time down if you don't read it right away off the bench. Then the next time down, give it a look. If you see Karen out or Katrina out, then make sure you make that switch. 11 usually takes the ball out when 43 is out of the game. So if we're in our 44, then you have to pick up Karen's girl 55, or if she has somebody else, because Steph won't be doing it after that. So we have to get back on defense. We have to hit the boards. We look to run only if it's there, and we want to force their big kid up and down the floor. Karen's open on the block. Let's give her the ball. If she's not, be patient, get it back out, run the offense. So rebounds, getting back on D, being patient on offense, and taking advantage of everything they give us. So smart basketball, just like you played last night, and play the same kind of defense. That goes without saying. When we take the floor, I shouldn't have to tell you to play defense, because that's something you just want to do. You've done it down here for 3 years. People have always respected your defense. You should feel good about that. You should be just chomping at the bit right now to get out there so you can get in their face. Let them know just what it is to get a taste of it, because they don't know. They can watch it from TV, they can watch it from the stands, but till you're right there in their face, they got no idea. And if you think I'm kidding, then think about the team last night. We came down here with reasons and to reach. And that's exactly what we're going to do tonight.
Let's go, you guys.
So get yourself ready, get yourself focused, and I'll be back in. Oh, I don't know.
Cheerleader fell.
4.
Green
One of
Bay.
the teams out there playing? Okay, remember we're going to start out with 24. We're going to go 44. The switch we have to be aware of is Julie and Steph. In other words, if 11 inbounds the ball, then Julie's got to match up at 43, and the regular lineup's in there, and we've got Steph matching up on the big kid. If we switch our presses, make sure you communicate that. We're going to recover to a man no matter what except 41. Then we'll go 2-3 zone unless we tell you otherwise. The thing to be aware of, and I can't say it enough, is the long rebound. So if it's a 3-point shot, guards in particular, you have to make sure you block out. Don't let them get that rebound at the free throw line. And don't stand and watch the shot. Go to the basket. Well, man out of bounds, if we get in any kind of trouble, we can always go 2-3 purple, but we'll hold that up from the side. Remember, we're going to touch the basketball. We'll front on the post. JP will be in good help side position to help out Karen, even if the girl flashes high. You stay low until the ball is in the air and the pass is going high. And then Karen, make sure that you stay in front of her so that she doesn't seal you off. If they call for the lob from the top, that means our guard that's on the wing has to slide down and help us.
What was the first thing you said?
Okay, I said that.
Don't let us do it.
In other words, they call for it here, you're in front of JP's in the help side, the pass goes up to the elbow, JP goes out on the basketball, she looks to seal and call for the ball, or if she calls for the lob, I want to make sure the guard on that side comes over for the help side to help us out. And you got to get up there quick then, so she doesn't get a good look at that dump pass inside.
Will she like drag me? No?
Well, she's left-handed, so keep that in mind. So if she's going to go, she's probably going to go that way. She wasn't real offensive last night as far as doing anything with the basketball. And wherever they bring off the bench is really not going to be a scoring threat that's going to come out and, knock a couple buckets in for them right away. So keep that in mind. So if the girl comes in and subs, we still want you on the help side. Don't think, well, now they've got a shooter in there. They didn't show that last night at all. That anybody's going to come in and take that shot from the elbow, at least from the post position. We'll look to run Julie, but if we don't have it there, then let's reload it, get it back out, and run our offense at that point. Starting out on a high motion, no matter what it is, doesn't make any difference. 1-4 press attack, we're patient. Again, I'd rather have a 10-second call than an intercepted pass. So don't panic out there. There's no reason to do that. If you can't find anybody to pass to, it's not your fault. It's the other 4 girls on the floor who aren't helping you out. I'll never yell at you if you take a 10-second call or a 5-second call. I'll yell at the other kids to get back and create a passing lane and help you out. And that shouldn't happen with us anyway, as long as we've got a trailing guard. So remember that.
When are we gonna run out of bounds?
First time down, we'll run number 1. Steph will be at the end. Julie goes to the corner. Karen goes across. If we go 14 high, remember, then Karen's going to the block on the ball side, and you're coming, setting the pick. She's flashing opposite. You're coming down to the basketball after you set that pick. First time through, Heidi, it might be that Karen's open, but if she's not, don't give it to her. Then look for JP, because it's probably going to be JP. If she's not open, that means the guards are sinking in to help, so one of our guards has to be open. So guards, you don't move until you've looked to see that those 2 options aren't there. Then you can move deep to create a safety valve. All right? If you think it's close, jam it off somebody, get out of the way. Okay? Any other questions?
Stack over.
Stack on the side out of bounds. At least that's what the look will give to start with, to make sure that they're not pressing us. They didn't do only but a little bit of press. They got back into their zone. So I don't anticipate any problem. Maybe they think the only way they can beat us is play us man. I don't know. So we can't expect what they did last night to be the same thing as tonight. Okay, your matchups in again, unless we tell you different. Steph 43, JP 33, Karen 55, Julie 11, and Heidi 23. Okay, let's say our prayers right now. Come on. Dear Lord, thank you for the opportunity that you've placed in our hands. We know that with your blessing and our God-given talents, that in the long run, it's up to us to take the floor and perform. We know that we have your watchful eye. We've had it all year. We appreciate that and want to thank you for that. We also want to thank you for bringing our fans to us safely from Eau Claire. For giving our boys the opportunity to play in a sectional tournament with the opportunity to also come down here. Give us the strength and the courage to go out there again tonight, not be afraid to make a mistake, play as a team, knowing that if we make one, or I make one as a coach, that someone else will take us up, pick us up, and make it a right play. Again, watch us from the distance. Amen. 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Do what you have to. But get the look. You take the floor, you get focused, and you run the 20 minutes like we've run it all year. No other way.
Let's go, White! I know you guys. Right after you guys go around,
He's going to let us know the usher out there, girls. Coaches go up there?
Yeah, welcome to bed.
Hold on. Please check the time. Hey, coaches.
37 seconds.
We've got 37 seconds. You're on the foul line. It could be, they might sweep the floor first, too. So
Is it, no
Oh.
chance of overtime?
No chance of overtime. Hartman's got it in the bag.
Carla?
20 something.
Oh, you're showing your bag.
We'll be warming up at the other end.
So I'll circle around. Wait, no. I'll start going by going that way. I'll come around. You stay down front.
Right up here. Yeah.
Just run down the sideline, circle the half court, and go. You're testing it, I like that. Especially at point guard. Remember, use what you did last night. Use what you've done. If you've been down here for 3 years, just go out there and play your game. Put on the defensive show. Be patient on offense. Take advantage of whatever they give you. Count it down. That doesn't mean we're going to be able to take the floor with it. There's the horn.
Oh!
As soon as they let you give the green light, hit the reach sign. Say how long it is. No.
3 minutes.